Chelsea versus Malmo, second leg, Europa League, round of 32. And yes, guys, I'm a little bit more upbeat about the Europa League. You know, I used to trash Europa League, but you know, when you're actually in the Europa League, you try to find the positives of being in the Europa League. And one of the positives I did kind of think of, is not really that much of a, you know, thought, but we can win the Europa League, and that could be also an alternative to get into top 4, because, you know, let's face it, we need all the options that we can have, because United might just have stolen that 4th spot. I mean, the way that they're playing, yes, they have problems of their own, and they still have things to work out. I don't think that it's as peachy as everybody's making it. Yes, they're on a good run of form, but I still think they have their own demons as far as their weaknesses. That's still on the team. That team, it still needs a lot of work. But anyways, it's just a nice, you know, a nice positive vibe I'm trying to give out to the club, because we need every little positivity that we can have. Now, starting out with Sarri's press conference, and you know, they keep asking him the same questions, like about the Kante and Jorginho. He gives him the same answer every time. He's not going to change anything. I wish they would ask him more questions that's you know, interesting, shit that I care about. You know, I'm tired of hearing the same answers, PR answers from Gianfranco and Sarri giving the same answers to the same questions over and over. I just wish that what's it called? I just wish that we had more press conferences of like Rudiger. When Rudiger spoke to the press, he was a bit open. He kind of compared Sarri to like a school teacher, because he's like everything has to be spot on. He's detailed, very detailed, and you know, with all this traveling that the team's been doing, it's kind of hard to actually work on more things other than tactics. It's so much easier to set a team out to defend. So much easier to set your team out to do that than it is to actually play on the tactical side of the game, to actually execute a game plan, as opposed to just going out there and just defending and parking the bus and then, you know, going out to attack like Kante and Mourinho. When Rudiger said this, it kind of got me thinking, this is the exact reason why managers need time, because he mentioned that some of these players, they're not used to managers being so, you know, focused on the tactical side of the game. Most of these players are just used to managers just, you know, setting them up how they want them to set up, you know, on the defensive side, and pretty much giving them the attacking freedom to do whatever they want. So it wasn't really worked on as much as it is Sarri. And I did a little research from Sarri. You know, Sarri, he's kind of like us as far as like his passion for the game, and you know, he's been coaching since he was 30 years old. The man is like 70, and I mean, it was at one point where he was in the Italian league, 4th division. It's not even a professional league. He was borderline going to quit on himself. He was questioning his philosophy, and then, you know, he eventually got the job at Empoli or whatever, and you know, then he got a job at Napoli, and now he's here at Chelsea. So, you know, it's hard for a manager to just throw away his philosophy when it's been hard for a manager to just throw away his philosophy, especially when he is proven that it has worked. Anyways, guys, I'm not gonna get that's another topic for another video. I'm not gonna get too much into detail about Sarri's past and all that. I'm gonna do a dedicated video on that, because I feel like yeah, I have been an advocate of saying he has to go, and in a way I still do believe that, but I believe personally if he does go, Marina Garnaskia has to go, maybe even Bruce Buck as well. Because, and getting into the preview, Malmo versus Chelsea. I'm not really gonna get into too much detail on how they set up. It's not much is gonna change within a week or a week and a half or whatever. It's the same team. If you want to look up where they're from, check out my last video. The game will be played at Stamford Bridge, and we're 2-1 up. Guys, it's almost virtually impossible for us to not go through. I would expect us to go through with ease, because even a draw gets us through. I'll be shocked if we don't go through. They will have to beat us 2-0 in order for us to not go through. I mean, it is possible. I'm not gonna say that, you know, it's not possible, but I'm doubtful about that, because I mean, we're Chelsea, all right. No matter how poorly we play, we're good, guys. We're good. We're gonna go through. I expect them to come out with the same 5-3-2 formation. They did recently just beat they played their first official competitive game in Sweden. Because I said their season ends in November, and so they hadn't played a game until they played us. And they beat a League 2 team. I don't know their name, but they beat them 3-2 after being like 2-1 down or whatever. They came back and like got their goal at the last 2 minutes of the game. So, you know, they haven't played much football. So I would expect us to just go out and get the job done, even if we get a 1-1 victory. I mean 1-1 draw. So, yeah, Loftus-Cheek, I believe is you know, he is available. I think Sarri has did the right approach in not rushing them back, and because a back injury is something serious that can be possibly career threatening. So, you know, Sarri is not the type of manager that's gonna sit back and rush players back into the game like maybe Pochettino and Harry Kane. It's rumored that he's gonna be back 2 weeks earlier than expected. But yeah, with Pedro being out and Kepa being out and somebody else is I can't remember who, but with Pedro being out, there's no excuses why Hudson-Odoi doesn't start. If Hudson-Odoi doesn't start, I'm gonna be a little bit annoyed. All right. Now I'm trying to be as far as Sarri goes, he's still our manager. So in a way, I still have to support him. So I try to be objective, and I try to be supportive, even though he's stubborn to a fault at times. I try to be supportive, because I understand that he hasn't been dealt the best hand. He hasn't been given time, you know. Like I want long-term success at Chelsea. I don't want this short-term rinse wash repeat bullshit that we built at Chelsea. I want this to end. But like I said, if Sarri goes, Granaskia has to go. Let's go with the starting lineup, the predicted lineup. I believe Paul Murray will start, but if he does start, I hope that he starts against City, because he can't do this, start one game here and then miss the game. Because if Alonso plays Sunday, expect another 6-0 scoreline, maybe even worse. Because I don't understand how this is why it's hard for me to support Sarri. I don't understand, what does he see? Like, how does he is it that we're telling him to do something, and that's why he's refusing to play Hudson-Odoi and refusing to take Alonso out? If that's the case, then come on, Sarri. I mean, egos aside here, you know what's the right football decision. I would play Christensen. Christensen has to start, maybe even against City too. Christensen and David Luiz. And Azpilicueta has to play, because Zappacosta, there we go, I couldn't think of the name. Zappacosta is also out with the flu. I don't know what the hell's going on over there in England, but y'all got some type of sickness bug. Like, this is like the 5th or 6th player, not even from Chelsea, but the 5th or 6th player I've heard that's missed a game or two because of sickness. Like, fuck's sake, man. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, guys, this game should be pretty much I'm not gonna say landslide, but we should go through. I'm more focused on the game against City and then against Spurs. Those going to be two pivotal moments in the season. If I had to pick a game that I would want to win, I would want to win Sunday, because it's a trophy. I mean, silverware. We're a team that prioritizes winning trophies. So if we get that cup, which I doubt, I'll be happy if we just get destroyed 2-0, 3-0, because that's the point. That's where we're at right now. That is where we're at right now, and it's so sad that I'm settling for that as opposed to another 6-0 thrashing and 7-0 thrashing. That's just I'm trying to be not so pessimistic and ambitious, but this is probably, even when we played Bayern, I never had this much doubt. Like I didn't even doubt us beating Bayern because I never thought we weren't the better team. I thought we had Drogba and Terry and Lampard, and that's all we needed. Everything else just fell into place. You know, I was never in doubt that we weren't going to get that. Even when Mueller scored that goal, I was like, okay, we got about 5-7 minutes to get a goal back. And then when Drogba, the corner that Mata took, all right, Juan Mata took, I was in my living room, right? I was in my living room, and I was just like, okay, they better, if they don't want to equalize it, they better not let Drogba get a header on this. And what happened? Drogba got a head, bro. That is why he is forever my favorite player of Chelsea of all time. Drogba and then this Lampard. He is forever my favorite because just that moment alone, man, it just cemented his legacy, and it just, oh man, it was a beautiful moment, man. I cried for days, man. I'm telling you, I'm getting teary right now, man. Hey, like, share, subscribe if you're new, and let's go get this trophy on Sunday. Let's go get this victory today. I'm out, man. Peace. By the way, I'm sorry about the background, guys. I mean, I was just too lazy to actually do something, so I just wanted to get my face on camera and yeah, just get a video out there. Hopefully because last time it kind of fucked me over. It didn't upload when the game was going on. It waited like hours afterwards, even though I had finished the video at 8, and then I don't know, guys. I'm rambling on now. Subscribe if you're new, like, dislike, leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'm out.